What if Deku joined Team JPDE? Chapter 76. The Malachite Twins. Friday. Day 173. In Team JNPR's room before the school day started, Nora was picking out what she was going to wear on her date with Deku after the day's classes had ended. So, I'm thinking, I want to impress, but then again I've impressed him enough, haven't I? I need to prove I'm a good girl, now, Nora said. Ren said. So I can't wear that outfit. But maybe my normal one is too much because of the window. Then again, it's not really what I wear that bothered them, is it? Nora asked. That is true, Ren said. And I'm just not me otherwise, you know. Like, remember when I was scrawny? I'm probably never going to recover the lost centimeters, but I have the looks, I have the bod, and I'll be damned if I won't let people know, Nora said. That is you, indeed, Ren said. Okay, Ren. I'm used to you being a few words, but this is a new level even for you, Nora said. Sorry, Nora. It's just there's something on my mind, Ren said. I figured. But what's bothering you exactly? Nora asked. I don't know if I should share, Ren said. You don't know if you should share with me? Nora asked. Yes, Ren said. But why? We've always told each other everything. Why would this be any different? Nora asked. Well, let's say that it's guy stuff, Ren said. Like that's ever stopped us before. Come on, spit, Nora said. I know, but it isn't like other times, and well, that's exactly it. I think I'd better start treating you more like a girl, Ren said. Huh, Nora said. I figured a big part of our relationship has been, indeed, that we've always only had each other, so, no matter what kind of things affected us, we always shared everything. But this time, we have further options, and, honestly, I'd feel more comfortable in talking about this with a man. I hope you understand, Ren said. I understand, Ren. No worries, Nora said. Thanks. And Nora, you should just wear whatever makes you comfortable and confident. It's not like you because you're a wallflower. Just try to not overdo it, Ren said. My thoughts exactly. I'll just go with my normal outfit. I can dress to impress later. Now come on, breakfast awaits, Nora said. Nora then left the room. After Nora had gone, Ren sighed. And now I went and lied to her. What do I do? Well, I should follow my own advice and talk about this with someone, to begin with, but the only person who I could talk to about this is Ren thought. Deku was currently making his way to class when he noticed Emerald walking up towards David. Hey, Emerald said. I thought we were done, David asked. Professionally wise. This has nothing to do with work, Emerald said. So it's a social call, David asked. Maybe. What is it that you said to me last time? I need to understand, Emerald said. You mean something about me, David asked. Yes, Emerald said. But why, David asked. Maybe I'll tell you, maybe I won't. It's not related to work, though, Emerald said. Call me stupid. But I believe you're telling the truth, David said. I doubt you would reveal anything critical to me, anyway, Emerald said. Oh, you know it. I'm free this afternoon if that works, David said. That works for me. But I will warn you, what I have to say is time limited on how useful it may be, Emerald said. I see, David said. Hey guys, what's up, Deku cheerfully said. Hey Deku, David said. Hello. Ijuku, Emerald said. What's going on in this little corner of the world? Overheard something about you two going out, Deku asked. Yeah. We're heading out after class, David said. How sweet. And to think how your relationship started out. A true enemies to lovers story, Deku said. Oh, shut up, David said. It's It's not a date. We are just going to talk, Emerald said. That's how these things start. I'm sure in no time that will change, Deku said. If that is what you think. Now if you'll excuse me, Emerald said. Emerald walked away. Okay, what was that about? David asked. I was testing if Emerald fears me, Deku said. Fears you? David questioned. Yes. Ever since the incident she's been avoiding me. I wanted to confirm that it wasn't my imagination, and now that I have, it's time for the next step, Deku said. Reconciliation, David said. Yes. I'll see if I can talk to her during class, Deku said. Good luck, David said. I'll think I'll need it, Deku said. Actually, now that I think about it, this fear could be helpful to us, Deku said. How so? David asked. Deku and David then went to class. Deku saw Emerald sitting on her own in back corner. Deku then made his way towards her. Hey, Emerald. Can we talk? Deku asked. Emerald jumped. What? What about? Emerald asked. About your fear, Deku said. Fear? What? What fear? Emerald asked. Your fear of me, Deku said. What? What are you talking about? Emerald asked. Don't deny it. You've been avoiding me for a while now, and you know it, Deku said. I am, Emerald said. Look, I don't want you to fear me. I'd rather we'd get along, but if you are determined to keep following Cinder then you will experience far more, Deku said. I'll just have to deal with it. I owe Cinder so much and I'm in too deep to quit now. And it's not like you'll let me go free, Emerald said. Wouldn't I? Deku said. What? Emerald asked. If you turn back now you can go. I have no evidence against you that can put you away. And I'd rather you'd be free to live your life than be behind bars. Just have a think about it, okay, Deku said. Deku then walked away, leaving Emerald alone to think. After classes had ended for the day, Deku and Nora had gone to Vale for their date. We're finally here, Nora said. It's just Vale. Or is this particular spot of some kind of significance? Deku asked. Our presence here is. After the mess I made I thought something like this would never happen, and yet. We're here, Nora said. You're gonna have to be more specific than that. What is here? Deku asked. Meanie. On a romantic date with you. I mean, I hope it's romantic. Is it? Please tell me it is. How far back did I set the clock? Nora asked. Not that much. Let's just say that romance is on the table depending on how the afternoon goes, Deku said. Nora blushed. So, how are things going on your side, by the way? Deku asked. With Ren, you mean? Nothing, as expected. Although I haven't really managed to get a lot of feedback out of him, Nora said. How so? Deku asked. He seems distracted with something, lately. Guy stuff, he called it, Nora said. Oh. Hope it's nothing bad, Deku said. Nah, if it was, I'm sure he would have shared with me. I mean. He's he. It's us. I'm sure John can handle this one, Nora said. Meanwhile in Team JNPR's room. Well. Just. Wow, John said. Sorry for putting this on you, but I really needed to talk about this with someone, Ren said. No need to apologize for that, idiot. I'm honored that you'd feel comfortable enough with me to share something like this. I just wish I could offer you something other than generic advice. I have close to zero experience with this kind of stuff, and that's under normal circumstances. I mean, not to say that you're abnormal or anything. That's not what I meant, John said. I know. But it is a weird situation to find yourself in, I'll admit, Ren said. Yeah. Also dangerous, John said. I know. There's a reason I didn't tell Nora, Ren said. Yeah. That's definitely not something you want to tell her right now. With all the problems you've had and the situation as it is now. She could fly off the handle, Zhang said. Still, in the meanwhile. What should I do, Ren asked. Well, nothing much to do but explore and verify the issue. I assume this is the first time you ever experienced something like this, Zhang asked. Yes. The thought of exploring other possibilities never occurred to me because I thought it'd be disrespectful, Ren said. Lethal is more like it, knowing Nora, Zhang said. Also that, Ren said. And it's my turn next to clean up the bloodstains, isn't it? Oh, well. So, first of all, logically speaking, it could either be a group issue or a Nora issue, Zhang said. You mean that I could be, Ren asked. She may just not be your type, Ren. It happens. Otherwise. Anyway, we need to verify it, Zhang said. I agree. But how are we going to do that, Ren asked. If the girls ask, we went to see a comedy, Zhang said. Zhang and Ren left. A few hours later, Nora and Deku had returned to Beacon after their date, and it was safe to say it was a successful one. Nora had managed to keep her urges under control and not lose it, even after the suggestive and flirtatious remarks she swears Deku had made towards her. So, how did I do, Nora asked. You've done very well so far, Nora. There's just one more thing you need to do, Deku said. What do I need to do, Nora asked. Deku suddenly grabbed Nora's chin and lifted it before planting her lips on hers. Oh my, oh my, oh my gods. It's happening. You did it, Nora. You behaved yourself and now you get to reap the reward, Nora thought. Nora was about to give in to temptation when... Wait. This is a test. My final test. Get a hold of yourself, Nora. You can't fail now, Nora thought. Deku then pulled back. Nora began to hyperventilate, causing Deku to fear that all of her work was about to be undone. Thankfully though, Nora's breathing began to slow as she calmed down. In. And out. In. And out. I am calm. I am in control, Nora breathed. She took one final breath. So did I pass, Nora asked. Indeed you have passed, Nora Evelyn said. And with flying colors. You've managed to score 100%, Penny said. Huh. Evelyn. Penny. Where are you two, Nora asked, looking around. They're not here, Nora. I'm on a call with them, Deku said, pointing at his headphones. Salutations, Penny said. Hey, Nora Evelyn said. So, they've been listening the whole time, Nora asked. Yeah. Sorry about not telling you they were eavesdropping, but Deku said. I get it. They want to keep tabs on our date to make sure I behaved. Don't worry about it. I understand your reasonings. And now that I think about it, that's also the reason you were acting so forward to me, isn't it, Nora asked. Yeah. Sorry about that. I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable, Deku said. Uncomfortable? Maybe a bit, but that was more so from holding back than your actual moves on me, Nora said. Still, I'm sorry about that. So as an apology. Evelyn. Penny, Deku asked. Go ahead, she has more than earned it, Evelyn said. Earned what, Nora asked. A reward, Deku said. What kind of reward, Nora asked. I think you know. Girls, are the others gone, Deku asked. We've gotten Pyrrha out of the room. We are with her in our room, play video games. Though I don't think Pyrrha is having fun, Penny said. What the fuck is that bullshit? Why can he do that and make me take it like a prostitute, Pyrrha yelled. Holy, Nora said. You think, Deku asked. What about my Rennie and Zhang, Nora asked. They were gone when we arrived. Have no idea where they've gone, but that doesn't matter, does it, Evelyn asked. As long as you lock the doors to not be interrupted. Unless you're into being watched. Which is perfectly fine, Penny said. Okay, goodbye, Deku said. Deku then hung up. So, shall we get, Deku said. Nora cut Deku off with a kiss that also pushed him into Team JNPR's room. After spending the rest of the afternoon with Nora, Deku left Team JNPR's room to see. Hey Ren, I can walk on my own, Joun slurred out. No. You can't, Ren said. I so can, just let me down, Joun slurred. We can probably explain this as you grabbing something alcoholic by mistake. A broken nose would be harder to explain. So I'm gonna have to continue leaning on me for support until, Ren said. Ren then noticed Deku. Hi, Ren, Deku said. Hi, Izuku, Ren said. Oh hi Izuku. Wait, why are you all blurry like that, Joun asked. So you two went out for drinks, Deku asked. Something like that, yes, Ren said. No, we didn't. We went to a host club, Joun slurred. Joun then threw up. Ren jumped out of the way whilst Deku used Black Whip to catch the vomit. Not on the carpet, Joun, Deku said. I'm impressed he lasted this long, especially with the bullhead right back here, Ren said. Let's get him into the tub before he throws up again, Deku said. My thoughts exactly, Ren said. The two then took Joun into Team JNPR's room and placed in the tub. After that, Ren noticed a sleepy Nora in her bed, completely naked. So, am I safe in assuming that Nora passed, Ren asked. Yes, she did. She did very well and earned her reward, Deku said. I see. That's good to hear, Ren said. Speaking of hearing. Joun said you went to a host club. Why, Deku asked. It was his ites for trying to verify something, Ren said. Oh. Does this have anything to do with the guy stuff Nora mentioned, Deku asked. All of it, actually. I should have probably paid more attention to what he was doing, though. You may not believe it, but Joun doesn't exactly have the defenses against girls I have. So he's quite weak to their charm, Ren said. Well, at least they're not serving watered booze. With the average price of each bottle, Deku said. My thoughts exactly. And it served its purpose, Ren said. That being, if I may, Deku asked. Let's say I had to verify that. My non-reactions to Nora were because of her being a woman and not because of her being Nora, Ren said. Oh. I thought you had made sure of that a long time ago, Deku said. You think that, but no. It would have been disrespectful to Nora, Ren said. Ren, I doubt Nora would have anything against or felt personally attacked by you verifying if you don't like women in general, or it's just Nora you don't like that way, Deku said. I know. But still. I didn't want to take the chance. You have to understand that for the longest time, we've only ever had each other, Izuku. That is now not true. We have friends who can be there for us and... well, she has you. So I thought it was time to verify. Still, I'd appreciate if you'd allow me to tell Nora about this on my own terms, Ren said. All right. But may I know the result of this experiment, Deku asked. It's not just Nora, Ren said. I see. I guess it's good for the two of you, but you won't hear me saying good for you, Deku said. You like physical intimacy that much, Ren asked. Yeah. Not, I'm not just talking about, you know, intimate intimacy. You know my favorite thing to do with Evelyn. She gives the absolute best snuggles. Sometimes I skip my morning workout just to continue our snuggles. And Penny loves hand-holding and touching our chests, feeling our body warmth, Deku said. Oh, that's very specific, Ren said. Yeah. Like, I don't think you're weird, but physical contact with a person you love. I like it too much to even be able to imagine what it must be like not caring about it all, Deku said. What does it feel like, Ren asked. Well, it's hard to describe because, again, I can only use examples and metaphors that compare to physicality. The best comparison I can make on how it feels is like when you take a nice long relaxing warm bath, but without needing to do so, Deku said. I can see it. I'll give it a try, Ren said. You're welcome. Now I best be going, Deku said. Alright. I'll see you around, Izuku, Ren said. Good night, Ren, Deku said. Deku then got up and left Team JNPR's room. Deku and David were waiting out by the back entrance to Juniors for Milshia and Melanie to finish their shift and come out for their double date. They had been waiting for quite a while now. How much longer are they going to take? David yelled. Hopefully not much longer, but you know how girls are with getting ready, Deku said. I know. But at this rate we'd have to go back to Beacon because of the curfew, David said. Let's just hope it doesn't come to that, Deku said. The back door then opened. Deku and David looked to see the twins. Melanie was wearing a black dress and a small light blue jacket with gold trims. She was also wearing a pair of knee-high socks that accentuated her thighs. And as for Milshia, she was wearing a red dress and with detached red sleeves. And down her legs she was wearing fishnet tights which also accentuated her thighs. Deku and David couldn't help but stare. What's the matter, boys? Cat's got you tongues, Melin asked. Well, to be honest, we weren't expecting you to go all out for this. Considering who you two are, we kind of expected you two to go more low profile, David said. Low profile? We're the famous Malachite twins. We don't do low profile, Melanie said. But perhaps we should. We don't want to cause any trouble if people recognize us, Milshia said. Well, it's too late to worry about that now. But I have an idea, refer to me by Mel and refer to Milshia by Tia. That should be enough for people not to recognize us, as long as we don't stay in one area for too long, Melanie said. But our outfits, they scream, the Malachite twins, Milshia said. Well, we've already spent far too long getting ready only to have to ditch these for something else. We don't want to keep our dates waiting any longer, Melanie said. I suppose so, Milshia said. And now I feel underdressed, David said. Yeah. What will people with when they see two beautiful babes out with two vagabonds, Deku said. You two don't look that bad. You may not be dressed to impress, but you are dressed well of hunters. That should help keep people away from us, Melin said. I agree. You two don't look that bad to me, and besides I like a man who can protect me, Milshia said. So do I. Now shall we get going, love, Melanie said, wrapping her arm around Deku. Melanie, Deku said. Melanie said. Your date is over here, David said. Oh, right, Melin said. She let go of Deku and walked over to David. The night awaits us, darling, Melanie said. Lead the way, David said. Melanie and David then walked off. You ready to go, Deku asked. Oh, yes, Milshia said. Is everything alright? It looks like something's bothering you, Deku asked. You could say that, Milshia said. Okay. I won't pry any further until you are ready to tell. But I do hope I can take your mind off it, Deku said. Deku then wrapped his arm around Milshia's. Come on. We can't let the others leave us behind, Deku said. All right, Milshia said. But I can't talk to you about it or forget about it. Because you are part of the problem, Milshia said. Deku and Milshia then joined back up with David and Melanie. So, what's the plan for tonight, Mel? David asked. There's no real plan really. As I said before, it's about time you two got to know your senpais, and that's what's going to happen. We'll walk around Vale and do what we want, Melanie said. I see. So is there anything either of you want to do tonight? David asked. I want to be with you, Milshia thought. I want to be in Izuku's arm, Melanie thought. David and Deku both noticed that something was bothering the two. They looked at each other and nodded. The two then each grabbed Melanie's and Milshia's hands and began dragging them along. Izuku, Milshia yelped. David. Where are we going in such a hurry? Melanie asked. To the game stalls, there's a lot of fun games to play, David said. And in so little time. We have to make the most of tonight, Deku said. Deku and David smiled, causing Melanie and Milshia to blush. Wait. Why am I blushing? Do I actually like him? Melanie and Milshia thought about David and Deku. The four went on to play many games and winning a number of prizes. After which, they decided to go to get something to eat and some drinks. Whilst they were out playing at the game stalls, David and Deku had noticed that something was off with Melanie and Milshia. And now they were sitting in awkward silence. Excuse me, I need to go to the restroom, Milshia said, standing up. So do I, excuse me as well, Melanie said, standing up. The two then walked off. So, any ideas on why those two are acting so weird? David asked. No idea. I can't even make heads or tails of them. One moment they seem out of it, but the next they get all excited. Something is clearly bothering them, Deku asked. Could it be us? David asked. I don't think so. I don't believe they've changed their mind about this date. And even if they have, I believe they would have told us outright, Deku said. Then what could it be? What's bothering them so much? David asked. Meanwhile in the restroom. Why are we keeping up this charade? Why can't we just tell them to the truth? Milshia asked. Well, if you feel that way then why haven't you told them yourself? Melanie said. Milshia went silent. Exactly, Melanie said. Well, we can't keep this up forever, Milshia said. Can't we? Melanie asked. What? Milshia asked. I've seen the way you've looked at Izuku. It's the same look I have for David. We've fallen for them. And don't try to deny it, Melanie said. Okay, maybe I do, so what? Milshia asked. So, we can accept the reality we find ourselves in and continue our date, Melanie said. But won't they find it weird how we've suddenly changed? I know for a fact that they've noticed our mood, Milshia said. We can just say that work got us down. That should suffice, Melanie said. If you say so, Milshia said. The two left the restroom and joined back up with David and Deku before leaving. The four were on their way back to Junior's and now Deku and David thought to ask them what was on their mind. Girls, are you two alright? David asked. You two have seemed kind of out of it. Is there something bothering you? Deku asked. You could say that, Milshia said. We had a rough shift. That's all we'll say. We'd rather not go into it, Melanie said. Yeah. We'd rather enjoy our time out with you two, you know, Milshia said. Understandable. But please tell us the truth instead of lying, Deku said. How? Milshia and Melanie said. Before we met you out back, we went into Junior's and saw you two having a great time, Deku said. If you don't want to tell us what's wrong, that's fine. But please don't lie to us again, David said. Milshia then looked towards Melanie. Enough is enough. They should know the truth, Milshia thought. Milshia then looked back towards. I'm in love with David. And Melanie is in love with Izuku, Milshia yelled. Milshia, Melanie yelled. Deku and David exclaimed. The twins then told Deku and David what had happened. After explaining, Deku and David burst out laughing. Why are you laughing? Milshia asked. Yeah, this isn't funny, Melanie yelled. Oh, trust us, it very much is, Deku said. How? The two asked. Because you've been worrying about something that doesn't really matter, David said. What do you mean? Melanie asked. It doesn't matter because if you're dating either me, David, Evelyn or Penny, you can date the others as well if you want. You can even pursue someone else if you want, be it if they are dating one of us or not. You're free to choose as many lovers as you want. It's only fair after all, Deku said. So what you're saying is, we can date both of you? Milshia asked. Yes. That is what we are saying, David said. I told you we should have told them the truth, Milshia yelled. That's easy for you to say now, Milshia. You could have told them anytime if you wanted, Melanie yelled. Melanie sighed. To think we could have sorted this all out with just a few words, Melanie said. Hindsight is 20/20, Deku said. I wish I can go back in time so we can have a proper night out with you two. But I can't, Milshia said. And we can't redo our date, can we? Your curfew is coming up, isn't it, Melanie said. Yeah, David said. Melanie's and Milshia's faces fell. Deku and David looked at each other before smiling. Whilst our curfew may be coming shortly, that doesn't mean we need to end our time together, we just need indoors, Deku said. You don't mind if we stay the night, David asked. Melanie and Milshia blushed. Not at all, Milshia said. Yeah. We can even put on a private show for you two, Melanie said. That sounds great, David said. Lead the way, Deku said. The four then went to the twins' room. Melin and Milshia performed their private show for Deku and David, going on late into the night. End of chapter 76.